Shadows. All right. Well, hey guys, it's Britt here with Green Bee Flowers. We're out here to do some picking tonight. We have an order for wholesale tomorrow for another flower farmer and also for the wholesaler. So we're going to get started on that. Nick is going to pick the cosmos because those are the bane of my existence. And I'm going to head over here and get into the zinnias. So we need 30 stems of zinnias and 30 stems of flamingo feather celosia for a flower farmer friend of mine. And then we also need a bunch of zinnias for the proper wholesaler, and they are also taking a whole bunch of cosmos. And then I also have some fun things in the greenhouse to pick. So that is what we are going to be doing in tonight's video, but it is officially our very first golden hour harvest of the season, which basically just means the sun is setting and the whole farm looks kind of golden, and that's why we call it golden hour. So let's get into the video. I fear we're getting close to needing a new camera here. One moment. Just kidding. Just had to clean the lens. Okay, so for the flower farmer, we need 30 stems of zinnias. She specifically is looking for the Queen Lime series and the ballerina series because she's doing subscriptions this weekend that are more in the kind of pinky mauvey palette. It has been a slow year for some of my surrounding flower farmers. So we're happy to be able to assist them. This is also a grower that I bring stuff in from as well. So it's nice to have, friends in the industry and some backups when you have a crop that doesn't go well. And I think that's true of most of us. It's very helpful to have, other growers to lean on. So I'm excited to be able to supply flowers to her this time. I will say this, these zinnias desperately need to be corralled. We were going to get on that this week, but we ran out of stakes, so we will have to do that next week. It is nice to see our zinnias putting on some height compared to last week. They're not super affected. Actually, we've been really lucky over here where we haven't been super affected by Japanese beetles yet this year. Whereas I know for a lot of growers, Japanese beetles can be pretty relentless. We don't have a lot of food for their larvae here and around our farm. There's a lot of cropping in this area that is actually, or fields in this area that are actually crops. For those of you who don't know, the grub of Japanese beetles eat the roots of grass. So if you needed any reason to put food gardens into your front yards and surrounding neighborhoods, that would be a really, really great reason. Now, conveniently, I'm not actually giving my flower farmer friend all of my Queen Lime zinnias because I do need to have some of these in the store as well. So she's going to get a bunch of these, and then she's going to get a bunch of the ballerina series. Yeah, that'll work. When it's early in the season, it's always a game of how deep can I cut into the plant before I run out of stem length that will regrow leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9. And this one's 10. They're so pretty. It is decently warm out right now. It's nice and dry. It's a dry heat that we've got going on, not a wet heat, which is a nice change, to be honest. Okay, so this here is 20 stems. However, 5 of these stems are for me. Time to spray the zinnias. Literally stunning. All right, zinnias are done. So now I'm headed into the patch of flamingo feather celosia here. She needs 30 stems. I don't know if I'm going to have 30 stems, but I can probably substitute with some of the shimmer as well. So this is 20 stems already, which means I've got 10 more to go. I think we'll make it. One, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29. Put this here, it'll branch out again. 30. There we go. And this here is my florist's wholesale order. I guess my floral farmer florist. There we go. I got there. This is her wholesale order with like 5 extra stems of queen lime zinnias for the store. Very pretty. Now Nick has been working on the cosmos, so he has a sunshine. So he has a bucket full already as well. So we're just gonna add this so we know that it is going to the shop. Now I'll say this, Nick is a trooper because I don't think any of us particularly enjoy picking cosmos. So the fact that he's willing to do it, albeit reluctantly, makes him a good man, good farmer. He just kind of like side glared at me. Now we also have to pop over to check on the sunflowers because there's a few that are ready. I forgot the tripod. I'm gonna have to go back and get that. But just to show you the improvement, the vast improvement on the dahlias. So this is the 3rd bed behind me here. This is the one that we have been working on, but all of the dahlias now across the whole farm have straw, which means they're all mulched, they're all ready to go. We don't have to weed them again this year, which I'm really grateful for. The only thing we have to do that we'll continue to do through the summer is just whippersnip through the pathways there. It's crabgrass, but if we can keep it, snipped down, at least it'll prevent the seeds from the grass growing. But our dahlias, there's some that are like a little, slower than others, but there's a lot of them that are starting to put on a lot of growth. And like every single day I come out here and I feel like they've put on like 2 to 3, like 2 inches. The Boom Boom Whites, I believe, is what's here. Yes. Are these rows? These are the ones I'm really excited about because we have a very, very cool wedding coming up in the next couple weeks, and I'm gonna need these. So it's nice to see that the farm, at least parts of the farm, are starting to look the way I want them. I was a little worried there about the dahlias, but I always get worried, I think, about the dahlias early in the season because you see other growers who might have gotten theirs in, 2 to 3 weeks ahead of you, because microclimates are a thing. And because of that, it sometimes can be really easy to compare, how far your stuff is to other people's things. And it's important to not compare. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's important to not compare. But there are some of them in the field here that are really, really thriving. And I wanted to look at the height on some of these guys already. There's a couple over here. So these varieties, the ones that are right in here, are, they're a green bee one. This one should be Rosy Cheeks, which is like a blush one with kind of a little bit of an open center. We're just growing that one for ourselves for fun. It's not something we'll ever be releasing into the world. And then this one on the end here looks like it belongs with this entire row. Oh, they're all perking up. Here, I'm going to show you guys. Like, there is some honest to goodness growth going on here. Sorry, this is the wrong direction. There's like some good growth going on with these dahlias here. This variety that has decided to kick it into gear is Arbob. You can kind of see there. It's Arbob. That's an orange dahlia, like a rusty orange. It's very cool. And then this row here as well, which has no label on it. It's somewhere on my phone. These are looking really good as well. And then if we pop over to the sunflowers, of course, it would be my plum sunflowers that are ready first. but they need, I'm going to give them one more night yet. So those will get picked tomorrow. There's quite a few of them in here that just need a little bit more time. Like they're butted up. They're just not quite ready yet, and that's okay. Again, it's one of those things where microclimates really are important when we're looking at flower farming. I had a lot of my stuff, my dahlias, my sunflowers, all that kind of stuff in at least 2.5 to 3 weeks later than some of the growers that are around me. And one of my very close flower farming friends, she got hers in even a week later than I did because her climate is even that much different than mine, and she only lives 45 minutes away. It's nice to see now that we're kind of into the middle to the end of July. We're coming in on, I don't know, it's the 23rd or 24th or something today. So, close to the end of July. Some stuff is really catching up. This is very late for us for sunflowers. Normally we have sunflowers the second week of July, but again, if you can't get them in because you're under frost warnings, there's no point in planting them at all. So we will not be picking those. We will, however, be going into the greenhouse because I do have something very beautiful and cool to show you in there. Okay, so behind me, the whole bunch of, anyways, the lisianthus that we started picking last week has come on. It's actually stunning. Look at this, guys. This was the mauve that we picked last week for the wedding, but look at that champagne. I know it's a salmon variety. None of these were labeled. None of these were labeled when they came to me, so I don't know what everything is. So if you guys know, pop them down in the comments, and I'm stoked. I'm going to show you these because, wow, they're beautiful. Oh, I am in love. Now I'm not picking all of them because I do want some of them to open a little bit more. But wait till you guys see these. Look at these salmon colored ones. They're so pretty. I'm fairly certain these are probably the Corelli series. They could also be the Voyage salmons. I can look. But wow. We did not grow this variety last year. I'm pretty smitten. Okay, let's get the other ones too. Look at how gorgeous they are together. Wow. Honestly, stunning. Stunning. They look so beautiful in that golden hour light. Can't wait for when we're picking full buckets of that. So beautiful. Anyways, just a short video update today. That's essentially how we come out and pick flowers for other people in the evenings. Tomorrow, Jasmine and Danielle are going to do a full pick of the farm before we get into market again this weekend. Anyways, that's all, my friends. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I hope you enjoyed Golden Hour as much as I did. We will see you guys in the next video.